What I like to do is demonstrate the benefits of using the cable EZE dropouts, and first and foremost is it's a nylon extrusion, therefore there's no sharp edges like the metal counterparts have. Second of all, it fits anywhere on the tray comfortably and snug, and you've also got a tear out section which allows you to bring it through and your cables can reticulate anywhere on the tray very easily. And now we'll go to our little setup we've got outside and we'll demonstrate that further. As you can see with the cables, there is no radius protection on these, and over time with the weight of the actual cables themselves, they kink, and that kink will actually compromise the transmission speeds of network cabling, and that's what you don't want. They click down on the tray beautifully, they're nice and snug fit, they butt together to the next one, eliminating the possibility for cables to slide through and kink as the metal counterparts. It can happen.
I like the way that it clicks nice and snugly too to our mesh. Seems to be a really good strong bond there with no risk of it falling off. It
has been designed between the 4 and the 6mm, and the EZE strut basket tray is 5.5, so it gives it a really nice snug fit.
Yeah.
Another benefit of the cable is we can install it anywhere on the tray. We can bring it off the end of the tray like the silver ones are. As you can see off the side, we've got the coloured ones. They fit snug. The walls are sitting high, so therefore eliminating the possibility of cables once again to drop off the sides and kink. And we can pass them through the actual tray. We can tear out the centre section or cut it away and pass through the tray, and therefore we're not compromising the structural integrity of the tray.
I did notice that was something that the contractors really liked too, Zelko, was the ability to just take that centre section away and actually just drop that section out in the middle there. They're a really, really clever idea, and the contractors I've spoken to absolutely love that feature.
The beauty of it is that we don't need to use tools. We don't need to have a grinder, because when we do cut through it, accidents do happen. Now we're going to demonstrate how to cut the actual basket tray to slot in the metal counterparts. As you can see, I've got a pair of bolt cutters, and when I cut through them, it leaves like a very sharp burr. And when you pull cables through, you don't want to be hitting that, because it'll slice those cables through. So we generally tend to use a grinder, which gives us a nice clean finish. However, look what happens when we use a grinder. Accidents do happen.
Zelko, what we saw happen here, cutting through a cable, or multiple cables, how often would that happen on site?
Look, it doesn't happen all the time, however mistakes do happen. Very frustrating when you're roughing in hundreds of cables and you have to replace, say in this instance, 3 or 4 cables. If it's going to a panel end, we need to re-terminate, and not to mention running new cables. If it's a 90 metre run, it definitely takes a long time, and we're trying to save labour by using this product. And the most frustrating thing is, after you've pulled hundreds of cables through, is having to replace a few due to an accident such as that.
I can imagine that'd be really costly to a company having to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit of using cable EZE. There are no tools to install them. So you don't need to use a grinder, you don't need to use bolt cutters, there's no sharp edges. Therefore we simply just cut the centre section out and click it straight through the tray, and we don't compromise the integrity of the tray. Very cheap.
Fantastic.
This is not ideal. It can be dangerous and accidents do happen. Another benefit of the cable EZE, you can see when I hit the metal counterparts, they actually click out, so you do need tools to install them. And I am folding these tabs up, eliminating the possibility for it to be knocked out. But hence it takes time and you need tools to do it. And if I do the same to the cable EZE, as demonstrated, I'm knocking it, but the way the clicking system works, it cannot be knocked out, and we don't need tools to install.
Yeah, I would imagine the last thing you'd want would be sharp screwdrivers, having to knock all those metal ones back out if they're installed incorrectly, when you've got very expensive Cat 6 and Cat 7 cables or fibre cables nearby.